Good afternoon, everyone, or good evening from wherever you are tuning in from. And welcome to my live broadcast. We are live right now on my Facebook page. We are live right now on Instagram and also live on my YouTube channel. So, this is going to be part of a new podcast episode. So, today we are going to be talking about From Surviving to Thriving. The Women's Empowerment Express is calling you. So I call this Self-Love Week. How's that? Okay. So if you are watching this live right now on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page, and also on my Let's Break the Silence Facebook page and Instagram, please say hello in the comments as you are coming in. And I am so excited, everyone. Welcome to this special live session. And if you're tuning in to the podcast, welcome to a powerful episode where we are diving deep into empowerment, resilience, and breaking free. So if you are watching this live, say hello in the comments. If you are catching the replay, please type replay so I know that you're here. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Angeline Constantinou. I am a women's empowerment coach, speaker, and podcast host of Let's Break the Silence with Angeline podcast. And I help women transition from feeling overwhelmed and stuck to stepping into their power and living their best lives after overcoming trauma, divorce, and domestic violence. And today, I am so excited to invite you to an event that is going to change lives, our Women's Empowerment Express conference. Okay, so before I talk about that, so what I have decided to do was I am partnering with Black Belt Consulting Group LLC by Kathy Hallahan. So I went live with Kathy yesterday on my Facebook page and she tagged me. So please go check out that video. Okay. We talked about whether this is domestic violence or anger management. So she is going to be partnering with me on this live event. But before I talk about, so stay tuned for that. So what I did was I will post the link in the comments to register for this live event with which I am super excited about. So this is not just another event. So this is a breakthrough experience for women. So if you've been feeling stuck, silenced, or struggling to move forward, this is definitely for you. So here's what you can expect. There will be myself and Kathy Hallahan, two powerful speakers who have overcome adversity. We both have overcome domestic violence, and we are now thriving and empowering others. There will be 4 transformational topics that will help you reclaim your confidence, establish healthy relationships, and step into your best life. And I call that step into your true purpose as well. And this will also be an interactive, safe space to grow, heal, and connect with women just like you. And this is a virtual event, so you can attend from anywhere in the world. And you want to know what the best part is? All proceeds go to support women affected by domestic violence and Alzheimer's awareness. So your registration here and our suggested donation will make a huge difference. Okay. So, all right. And we have a couple of people tuning in right now on my Facebook page. So thank you so much for joining me, and so excited. So please hashtag live in the comments if you are coming into the chat. And Mary from Instagram is saying, hi, lady. How are you? How are you? So glad that I'm live here. All right. So let's dive into this topic. So let me share my personal story. So I know what it's like to feel stuck. I know what it's like to doubt yourself, to wonder if you ever feel whole again. I've been there, and what I want to do is I want to share a little bit of my backstory with you because I know someone listening today needs to hear this. Okay, so let me share a personal journey overcoming domestic violence. So I know for me, and Kathy asked me this question yesterday, it's important for me, like for myself, I had to take steps. I had to take ownership. So as far as overcoming domestic violence is concerned, I had to recognize the red flags. I had to realize that this marriage, toxic marriage that I was in for 23 years was no longer serving me. And it resulted in me taking ownership. That is the first thing. I had to take ownership of my feelings. I had to take ownership of the fact that my exes was not going to change, and I had to take measures and steps and make a plan so I could escape my abuser. Because I don't know, let me ask you this, because I was having a conversation with a coach this morning. So emotional abuse actually is worse than physical abuse. So for those of you who are watching the live or will be watching the replay, how many of you have experienced emotional abuse? Was it more emotional abuse, or was it more of like physical abuse? Let me know in the comments, please. I would love to hear I would love to hear your feedback on that. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so for me, there was more emotional abuse than physical abuse. And I know what it's like to feel stuck, because for a long time, I felt stuck. I didn't have a plan in place. I felt stuck. I thought, and we were like, I was just feeling overwhelmed and just feeling so lost, and like, how am I going to live on my own? How am I going to do this? And how am I going to do that? But guess what? I made a plan, and I took ownership. And I also invested in mentorship. I invested in myself, and I took the bull by the horns, and I decided that I was going to break free and step into my power and empower other women that they can break free from their abuser. And a lot of the women that I work with, they are single moms with children. And I know, I can understand that can be tough. You just don't pick up and leave right away, but you can make a plan of action and escape your abuser. Okay. So, in this case, for me, my ex had a lot of anger issues. He was diagnosed as being depressed and bipolar, and he took medication. Obviously, the medication didn't help. It actually made him worse. And I said to myself, I'm not going to live like this anymore. And I'm being real and raw here, because that is so important, to be real and raw. So, it was a tough decision. I mean, I brought in business, but despite having the money, what good is the money if you're miserable? So for me, it was a lot of mindset work, a lot of healing work that I did, inner healing work, and breaking free from my self-limiting beliefs, because I said to myself, I had to reframe and work on my mindset and implement self-love, which is one of the topics that I will be talking about on Monday, February 17th. It is learning to love yourself again. Because when you love on yourself, you can love on others. Taking care of you. It's Valentine's week this week. I mean, for a lot of women, they may feel that that's not a good time, but guess what? I made a decision that I am going to take the afternoon off from Valentine's Day, and I am going to love on myself, meaning I'm going to go out and get once I make my appointment, my nails done. Okay. And going out to dinner by myself, because I will never forget this. I was in Rhinebeck, New York. This goes back 17 years ago. And I went out by myself, and, that was during my transition. It was actually around this time in May of 2010. And it was, I don't know, hard to describe, but anyways, a very good friend of mine called me, and she was checking up on me to make sure I was okay. And she encouraged me to go out by myself. And she said, dining alone can be very, very tranquil. And I will never forget that. I will never forget that. So that's why, that's one of the things that I am going to be talking about, because self-love is part of the healing process. And it is so important to love on yourself. And I had to implement healing techniques. So for me, it took courage, support, and the right tools to rebuild my confidence. I had to rebuild myself back up again. And that's why I'm passionate about this conference. And it's actually not a conference, it's an interactive Zoom. So I want you to experience that breakthrough too, because that was a huge breakthrough for me, to reclaim my strength, to rebuild my confidence, to get my confidence back. And that was so, so important. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, in a few minutes, I'm going to put the registration link up in the comments to register for the event. So ladies, if you are ready to take control of your life, step into your confidence, and join a community of unstoppable women, now is your time. So don't let another year go by without investing in yourself. So here is how you're going to register. So you're going to click the link in the comments. All right, so which I'm going to put up right now. So this is, all right, so you are invited to a Zoom meeting, and it's going to be on Wednesday, February 17th at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So register in advance for this meeting by going to the Zoom link. And after registering, you will receive a confirmation email containing information about joining this meeting. So basically, once you receive, because we've had several women register already, we have like 23 women who have registered for this event. So once you receive the confirmation, it will give you the Zoom link where the interactive event will be. And also it is going to be, we also have a live event, which Facebook page, which I am going to post in the comments after this live is over. So please register for this Zoom meeting. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. I can't wait. And I feel so happy and blessed to be partnering with Kathy Hallahan. She is a consultant for Black Belt Consulting. That's her own company. And she overcame domestic violence. So I am so happy that she is going to be participating, and she is going to be sharing her story of how she overcame domestic violence, and also giving you the healing tools and techniques. And actually, for this Facebook Live, I want to, thank you for being here today. So ladies who are tuning in, thank you for choosing you. Okay. Whether you join us live or on the replay, I want you to know this: you are powerful, you are worthy, and you are capable of rewriting your story. So this is your time to break free, step into your greatness, and claim your happiness. So before we go, what I would like you to do is this: I want you to drop a fire emoji in the comments if you are ready for this breakthrough event. And don't forget to register. And for my podcast listeners, thank you for tuning in. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with a friend and leave a review. Let's break the silence and create a movement of empowered women together. So, see you later at the Women's Empowerment Express conference. It's going to be 1 week from today at 10:15 a.m. We're going to start at 10:15 a.m. and it will go until about 11:30, and we will have live Q&A at the end. Okay, and the proceeds go to domestic violence. It will go to the Domestic Violence Bureau and the Alzheimer's Association. Links will be posted for the donation, and we are suggesting a donation of $20. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in. If you're going to catch the replay, please hashtag replay. Let us know your feedback. We would love to have you at the Women's Empowerment Express conference 1 week from today about reclaiming your strength. So everyone, have an amazing day. And this will be part of my podcast episode that will be launching tomorrow. So I will see you all later.